Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan ng Albay has approved the accreditation of the Santa Florentina Farmers Irrigators Association. First District Board Member Attorney John Gio Olbungao stated the move encouraging active civil society participation in local governance and collaborative development. The accreditation solidifies the partnership between the association and the province, potentially unlocking financial aid and technical support. The initiative aligns with efforts to promote farmers' welfare, credibility, quality assurance, and professional networking, and aims to support farmers' welfare, water management, and sustainable farming. In other story, in a move to support its members facing personal legal issues, the Albay Provincial Employees Organization has announced the availability of free legal consultations. The service is offered by their resident lawyer and Executive Board Secretary, Attorney Jos Mirabuna. Currently, as the PIO office is still being finalized, consultations are being conducted online through Zoom to ensure members can easily access legal aid anytime. Members are encouraged to schedule their sessions by sending their legal inquiries via email at pga.apeo@gmail.com or by messaging the official PIO Facebook page to book a Zoom appointment, reflecting the organization's commitment to accessible legal support. The organization emphasizes that the initiative is exclusively available to PIO members, aiming to strengthen the support network within the provincial workforce. In the national scene, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has enacted legislation designating Paway Lake as a protected land space or landscape to ensure its preservation and responsible management, primarily drafted by Ilocos Norte Representative Angelo Marcos Barba, highlighting the need to protect the lake from environmental harm and unregulated growth. Paway Lake, the largest in Ilocos Norte and designated a national park since 1969, is vital for the region's livelihood, culture, and ecology, with its waters rich in legends and history. Under the new law, Paway Lake will be managed as part of the National Integrated Protected Area System, requiring a detailed management plan developed in cooperation with various government and community stakeholders. In other story, almost 1 million Filipinos have registered for the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections since registration began on August 1, the Commission on Elections reported Wednesday. COMELEC Chairperson George Garcia stated that the unexpected number of the registrants in the initial 5 days set a new record for the election body. Garcia thanked the government agencies and the private sectors for their support in the registration campaign. The nationwide voter registration period of 10 days will proceed as planned despite the delay of this year's BSKE, originally scheduled for December. COMELEC aims to register 1 million new voters. On August 12, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is expected to enact a law that will move the BSKE to December 2026. Garcia indicated that COMELEC would continue its election preparations, including acquiring 60,000 ballot boxes and additional supplies despite the delay. Each participant's registration will be reviewed by the Election Registration Board in every town and city. In other news, the Subic Water and Sewerage Company Incorporated has developed an innovative water waste treatment technology, and it remains a plentiful water source. The technology, called the Enhanced Phytoremediation Technique for purifying unsanitary water, like wastewater or utility model, has been granted a patent by the Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines. The pilot initiative, in partnership with the Technological Institute of the Philippines, offers a low-energy, cost-effective, and environmentally friendly alternative to traditional sewage treatment systems, making it suitable for underserved and decentralized areas. This proprietary system, known as the phytovoltaics techniques, operates through 3 interconnected phases. The first phase involves skimming and grease extraction to remove floating solids, oils, and fats from the wastewater. And in the news outside the country, monsoon floods in a town controlled by rebels in Myanmar's hilly border region with China have claimed the lives of 6 people. A representative for the armed faction overseeing the area reported Wednesday. The northern town of Liza, located near China's Yunnan province, has experienced flash flooding since early Monday, with muddy waters reaching waist high and flowing through the streets. Liza serves as a stronghold for the Kachin Independence Army, which has long maintained authority over its own ethnic territory and has become one of the most influential groups in Myanmar's civil conflict. He mentioned that the rescue operation began on Wednesday but was hindered by road blockages. Currently, over 3.5 million people are displaced in Myanmar due to the civil war that started with a coup in 2021, with many living in temporary camps that leave them vulnerable to elements. The resident stated that the flooding was awful near local camps for the displaced, where some shelters had been washed away and injuries occurred. Myanmar is currently experiencing its monsoon season, characterized by frequent heavy rainfall. And finally, in the news outside the country, Argentine authorities announced on Tuesday the arrest of a suspected serial killer who targeted homeless individuals, luring them to his residence where he allegedly killed and dismembered them. The killings, at least 5, are recognized by investigators, consistently occurred on Fridays. A 37-year-old man was apprehended following a search of his residence last week that uncovered human bones, blood, skin fragments, and even nose. Attorney General Sergio Lelio Sanchez of Jujuy Province informed Agence France Presse via telephone on Tuesday. The raid was instigated by evidence collected from reviewing security camera recordings, and the victims were elderly individuals without homes. The inquiry commenced when the proof surfaced, indicating that 5 individuals reported missing had been last observed alive at the same location, close to an old bus station in San Salvador de Jujuy. And that's all for the news at 12, August 8, 2025. We'll be back next week for more news updates. And thanks to our news writer, LJ Lorejo and Leia Guazan. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis. Of course, our Provincial Information Officer, OIC Marty Gonzalez. And under the supervision of our Governor, Noel E. Rusal, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.